iDiski Times, now available in stores around the country for only R3.50. World Sports Betting, proud sponsor of iDiskiTV.
iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. Orlando Pirates won, Baroka Football Club won in the DStv Premiership on a Saturday afternoon. We always love it, of course, when there are football matches playing, and we love it when you're following us on Facebook, on Twitter, and everywhere else as well when there are football matches playing. Shout out to World Sports Betting, our sponsor as well. We do all of these things, and everyone like her is being paid because of World Sports Betting. So we say thank you very much, and thank you as well for watching the video. So it was interesting. The first half, when we shot our first half video, maybe I need to start this conversation now. When we shot our first half video, if someone can go and watch that video, they would think that we were talking about a different Baroka or a different game, because at that time we're talking about a Baroka that's not penetrating. They were not interested in attacking. Why do you think that they were not even crossing the center line here Orlando Pirates in the first half?
Kulo yazokhuluma iqiniso yazi bazojo nabantu bethu ukuthi man labantu lento abayikhulumayo nale ya half time ayihlangana kwenzakalani kuleko kula kubonakala abo coach ukuthi as a coach how do you do your things yabona. So I coach eBaroka I think and I feel ukuthi into ayenzile wazi ukuthi you are encourage ama players wakhe ukuthi boys mamelani la labantu sikhone ukuthi sichange la nge-0-0 ukuthi labantu laba phela bayakora iChiefs thina baka score yabona. And again today akusile core yabo edlalayo, so it means ukuthi we can get something out of that yabo. So let's apply ourselves, let's push ourselves. We've got nothing to lose. It's an away game. Obviously Pirates is a big team, but if we're going to apply ourselves and get it right, maybe we can get some positive things masenze into the right. And definitely sure iBaroka they were far better than the Pirates, far better.
Yeah, for sure. In the second half, I mean, they did really well. It could have been 3 or 4 actually. And well done to Mabasa, well done to Ananias Gebardt as well, the 2 goal scorers who were substitutes in this game. Mabasa saved the Orlando Pirates because it could have been a disaster of a 1-0, even though they dominated. Let's look at the goal that was scored by Baroka, mistake by Ofori. We didn't expect that, and Baroka came to life immediately after that set piece. Who do you blame in that scenario? Or even as senior players, do you say, okay, let's move on from this? You don't point any fingers.
My worry I think Pirates, they did undermine Baroka first half. Why in Shoganjalo? They could play build up from the back, coming to the midfield, but getting to that final third, there was no sense of urgency. They like Bebanga Bonagale is a team at Bafunu core. So I feel whether in the Bayoguting there's a new combination because you don't do the Nomtambo, Kale Ikemi, Undlovu naye, Uzungu naye, Ulana, and Makaring is also here. It's a confusion at some point in that midfield. Even though Mabapeti Pola, Mabezanalo, you could see who doesn't. But as soon as they get to that final third, then
yeah. Let's have a look at those changes. I know you were not happy, I wasn't happy, and I think a lot of people were not necessarily unhappy, but really like, Aibo, 5 players, why? Because you are winning. So where do you think that came from? Because midweek, it was only Kaizer Chiefs and the Black Leopards game that was playing. It's not like midweek Orlando Pirates were playing. So why would you make 5 substitutions?
That's why I'm getting about worried. Gakulu, and also I'll get to Kuma officials of my team, na my chairman of my team. Kulego, we rate these coaches coming from outside. Yeah? Zinnbauer Pume chairman. If Zinnbauer is that good as people are saying is good, Ufunanda, Africa. He's good most. These other teams bamthatale. He is good most. So if he's that good, Ufunanda. Because for me, more Sugale Ngapande Uzala, I question you. Because they always say overseas they're better than us. But now basuka from khona le overseas beze la kithi yile abayifunayo la kithi why ngikhuluma kanjalo ngikhulumiswa ukuthi kuleko the last game there was no activity for Pirates, and then you come back wena you change or whether maybe those players mhlawumbe nkuleko yazo ama changes wakhe ukuthi those players maybe bayagula. We can hammer the coach good to know why ama changes asoka and ama players ayagula. They've got a running stomach, omunye groin, omunye hams. You never know. Kuleko you never know. This is football. But looking at ukuthi makakhona ukuthi afake Hotto, then now you start to question. Kuleko you play ngo Makarenge. I'm told is he adding number kube players 11 ye Pirates, or he's got the role that is playing in terms of delivering for the team? I don't see that. Attacking, Pirates are short. Defending, Pirates are short, but he's there. 2, Undlovu. I remember I told him man of the match. We ask man of the match, and then but he's a good player. All right, fine, good player. Can you give me a strong points work? I don't see anything, man. We have no Makarenge going forward. Coming back, because Uzungu was the one Gulego to see Uzungu playing a long ball at. I was asking myself, good, but you've got Undlovu next to you. Why can't you play him and then he can play that winger at that side? Now Makaring, I darling with the right. But seeing Uzungu as a long ball and the mafia no one is supporting. Which is the now they are forced to do what? Very shy cross. Because laba de here our mas wins bala. So I've got questions. Our coach and you and Itimina. Sometimes I ask myself, if you are as good as people are saying you are good, what do you want here?
Do you think, based on the second half performance, do you think Baroka will be angry that they didn't get away with it? Because remember, they led from the 40-something minute until minute number 91 when Mabasa came through for Orlando Pirates. Do you think those guys will be sad and upset to go to look, we could have ran away with this and we had opportunities to win it by 3 or even by 4?
Very sad in Kulego, because second half Baroka they did everything right, and I even said when we were sitting with look at Baroka, they've realized what the Pirates are. Now they're leaving 3 people up front. It means now they're saying, look, we saw them Norman. They are there for the taking, so why not? And that's what they did. And that goal, it gave them more confidence. Babon and realized, no man, we can do it. And really, they created chances. I think the score was supposed to be 4. Baroka, if they could win the game, they 4. They didn't have that luck. So they did everything right. So they are very, very disappointed, the players. But I'll clap hands for the coach Baroka. Because I was also asking myself, as a coach playing a game, you analyze the opponent. Yes, pound to pound, the Baroka can match Pirates. But, as a team, you can put your team together and say, you know what, let me defend it this way. And then when I get a ball, this is how I need to play. So that now let's see your coaching now as a coach. How do you also help your team to go forward? Because so I'll clap hands for the coach, because it's second half Pirates. Okay, Pirates, if I'll come second half and do this, then I'll get them. And definitely it depends, because if the other 3 balls are on target, I was coming with 4, and it was gonna be a disaster for Paris.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll ask this again. Do you think there's any sense of anger towards Ofori because he should have been able to deal with that ball? It's end of game. You know the experience of being there. You are the highest goal scorer in the history of Orlando Pirates. They could have won this game. Maybe they would look at that mistake and say, look here, you cost us this game.
One can be, yes, yazi bese ngayibini game leyana if wena bongayenzanga kanje yabona again somebody else can argue and say do you think besoba nayo na that courage to go out there and fight to get a goal if mangabi Baroka zange score? So why ngisho kanjalo is a debate amongst the players, but I'm saying I think it's just an honest mistake from what I saw. I mean, it's just an honest mistake. You know, keepers are human beings, they can make mistakes. So I hope he learn from that mistake so within the future doesn't happen, because it nearly cost the team.
Yeah, I mean, last one then. Chopping and changing is a problem, obviously. Where does Zinnbauer go next then? He goes back to Monare and Motswari again, or he continues with these guys because maybe they are his preferred team? 5 more changes, because if he changes again, there's going to be another question. You change 5 again, you bring back 5 again.
Last season was doing the very same thing. That's why SBC Kuluma City M1080 we are fagelwa a team, because our president have been in the game for a long time. No Floyd. They can see who doesn't. Ingwenya can have maybe some of those elements good, maybe it's good there and there, but in this cup game, I think my cup game they will select a team for him, because by mbono ukuthi ilomlilo lo obulahleke uduya mbomlilo ubuyukhatheke lapha kube ne load shedding sekumnyama ngoba mawungabheka nkuleko. You can't keep on changing a team. When are you gonna have your core? Look at the first leg, second leg against the Chiefs. Same players. They didn't change. You can't change 2, 3, 4 players. No ways. You can't do that. If you put 2, then you know that the core of the team is there. Then your team is balanced. But Uzimba, a team is balance. Look at the midfield. If you Baroka from the start of the game, but the way they played second half, because we not easily came Paris. Very easy, because nabo bangeno tuga ungeniswe yini ukuthi pound to pound coach knew ukuthi my players they can't match Pirates yabona, but ukube uyo instill his plan njoba instill second half, it was easy for him, because Pirates there was no direction. I understand ukuthi the build up yabo when my final third, my phone finish up kanjani. I was. Whether is it that 1-2 or they wanna go like mabafika lapha they were lost. So yakubonisa nje nkule ukuthi lama changing and chopping wakhe they are costing him. That's why you'll see the management Obrastian no Floyd they will change the change team yakhe. Watch the final. Bazomenzela line up. The final, because they can see now good. We always say as coaches, if it's not broken, what are you fixing? That team, I no problem. But the cup game, but last game, but we need. Why do you want to change? And if you change, change it because of it's necessary. Why is it necessary? Maybe there's a yellow card. Maybe we are cool alone, or tactical. You cannot change 5 when the team is doing so well. You're killing the confidence of the players, and even the players of Bafara. How sure are you with those players? They'll give you what you want. And if they're not gonna do that, this one no, but because it doesn't do what I do. I've played the last few games and I did very well. Coach. Now you start to have group my players got coach. Now players office. Then now the problem. That's when coaches team because of they creating a vibe that is unnecessary for them. Because when you keep on changing a team ganj, you're creating a vibe and then now you're gonna have a division manager team because the players that they played well, good asking them unkipelan. And then I know good most of coaches abanye, especially overseas. They're not like coaches about overseas where you approach him good coach kipil ak explain it. Laba puma overseas abezala git. Mombos good coach kipelan. Now know this boy has got an attitude. No zong lo. Sakakala manje chain management good when you are ill disciplined nana because of umbuzile good why ngapan. That's true. In my case manje I'm saying umbegele no munare ngapande because you said Umunari is 60%. So for him to get Ilonduzana 30 to be 90, uzothola kanjani when he's not playing?
All right, so there you go. That's Tso Vilakazi's video and his thoughts as well. iDiskiTimes.co.za, WSB, World Sports Betting, WSB.co.za as well. We are on Facebook. iDiskiTimes is on Twitter as well. Thank you very much for watching this video.